Hey guys, it's your boy Michael with the H&M Reviews channel, and today we're going to tackle something pretty big. Let's go to the car. My mom hit a deer, or a deer hit her, and we're going to tackle this plastic bumper. Gosh. And actually, this is all cracked right here. I put a little silicone here just to hold this together. It goes all the way up, as you can see it. See it? And it also affected here too. The fender popped out, but I put it back on. I actually had to silicone it a little bit because the clip broke in the back, so I'm gonna also fix that. But yeah, there it is. This is a couple inch hole. This is gonna be a challenge, but we're gonna try it. Okay, so the tools I'll be using, I might do it an unorthodox way. Okay guys, these are the tools you're gonna most likely need. I did get a plastic hot stapler. Okay, I bought it online. It comes with all the little wavy clips and the snips, and it even comes with all these little plastics, the polyurethane. What else? Comes with everything. And also this kit comes with the mesh screens, which I already have the body patch screens. Also comes with aluminum foil tape and a little sandpaper. And it comes with the spreading or cutting head. Put this on your gun. I'll show you later. I'll show you everything later. Yeah. So this is what you're going to need. I also got I got the bumper repair kit. Okay. I also got the trim and paint. Okay, this is the Duplicolor. I got the sandable primer. Double coverage this one is, so you have to wear a mask because the fumes of plastic is very intense. Okay, and I got two body patches. I won't need them both, but I'm going to try to do it from the outside of the bumper. I'm not going to take the bumper off like I should. I want to see if I'm able to do it from the outside. Got to wear your safety glasses, guys. Okay, and this is going to be some zip ties. You make sure you have the correct plastic, because the plastic on the bumper is, I believe, ABS plastic. There's ABS plastic on the bumper, and this is compatible with ABS plastic. You just melt it down with your gun, and we're good. All right, we're going to go outside and fix that bumper right now. Let's go, guys. All right, guys, we're going to get tackled on this right now. Okay, this hole's approximately 5 inches. Okay, so we're going to use the mesh. We cut it to spec, we cut it. It's supposed to be self-adhesive, but I don't think it is. Actually, yeah, it's not really self-adhesive. They lie. But we're going to hot weld into this, okay? So yeah, actually, you want it about a ½ an inch over the affected area each way, okay, just so you can melt it in, Actually, yeah, this is a little too much, I think. Let me cut this a little bit more. It's really hot. Now what you're going to do is you're actually going to melt. I don't know if you can actually see the plastic. Gotta make it really, see the smoke coming out? See how it's welding? I'm actually tack welding at the moment. Tack welding. You actually want to try to embed this a little bit into the bumper. Like I said before, you want to get into the bumper a little bit, Not all the way through. You want to get in the bumper a little bit. So, there we go. See how it's tacking in there? See that? Okay. Again, you want to do it long ways. See? Watch. You want to do it just like this. It's going in, turn. A little bit. Just a quarter turn, really, Just a quarter turn. Boom. See it? See how it's in there? The squiggly line is? If you would do it the other way, you're going to get the squiggly lines, and it's only going to have one little... It's going to hardly have any kind of protection, It won't be that strong, in other words. But now you're having 3 loops going over the crack instead of 1 loop, That's my way of thinking anyway. I could be wrong, but watch. go. Almost through, almost through, almost through. Turn. Turn. Okay. That's it. That's it. Couple more I need. Just a couple more. Yeah, I want to get this as strong as possible. I still have to do the bottom here. I didn't do it yet, but... And boom. Turn. Once the staple gets halfway in the bumper, when it penetrates more than halfway, or about halfway, you turn it, pull it out. That's it. There's many videos on YouTube showing you how to do this, but there's some people who show you they squirt water. There's no need to squirt water. I mean, it's already hard as a rock already, so the water just gets in the way, I think, but hey, some people do it that way. I don't, but some people do. Like I said, it's my very first time doing this, so on these, you know, on the hot staples. But when you go to, you know, you got to snip it off, you know, it's kind of hard because the pieces, be careful because they go flying, the pieces, so wear your glasses. But you don't really get a flush cut when you take them off. You don't get a flush cut, like I said. But that's when you have to go over with a grinder or a good piece of sandpaper, you know? That's what you're going to need to do. But they want you to do it, I was reading where they want you to do it by hand, you know, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it's supposed to give you a flush, you know, but it takes too long. It takes too long, you know? So... yeah, I'm going to have to sweep. After I'm done here, I'm going to have to sweep a little bit. See how it is? Now we're going to... Now I just got to read all the instructions because now I'm doing the bumper repair kit. Okay. Thoroughly clean the repair soap and water, let completely dry. Follow by cleaning with the prep wipe. Use 80 grit sandpaper to remove scuff the paint. Okay, prep. Alright, here's the prep wipe. We're going to do that right now. Okay. Always wear gloves, guys. I don't have my gloves. Don't be stupid like me. Wear your gloves. And if you see staples, you know, these are in. This is nice and smooth. But if you have little high spots, like the mesh is sticking up a little bit, you could always, you know, you could redo it, you know. Alright guys, I just put a little putty glaze on here. It's still wet. I just did it off camera. Yeah, so I put the body filler on there for the bumper. I put steel wool to reinforce it underneath. Well, I did have a 5-inch piece of mesh on there, as you saw before. Then I embedded the steel wool on there with some stuff I had, and then I put the body filler over it. Then I sanded it up, and I had a little bit of a high spot, like a lip, a tiny bit of a lip, so I didn't have any more body filler left, so I had to go to the store and get some glazed putty to fill it up nice and smooth. So, I mean, it's not too smooth right now, but yeah. And after this dries up, I'm going to sand it with 80 grit, okay? Get all the impurities out of there. You know, I'm going to clean it with isopropyl alcohol after we're done. And then we're going to hit it with 320 grit also. That's after I hit it with, you're supposed to hit it with 80, then 180, then 320. I already hit it with the 80 before I scuffed up, you know, so the putty has something to adhere to, you know. So yeah, I mean, everything is looking pretty good. There should not be any more high spot on there because there was a big little lip where the actual hole used to be. Like, even though the mesh was covering it, I mean, I pushed the mesh in with the welding gun about 1/4 of an inch into the bumper for this reason, so you wouldn't have a high spot. So yeah, I cleaned everything off. Mineral I used some mineral spirits, cleaned everything off. These are all the scratches, obviously, from the 80 grit. Then I did the 180 grit. Then I did the 320 grit. So now we're ready for paint. All right, I'm going to show you guys how it comes out afterwards. All right, stick around, guys. All right, guys, we're just about finished. I put just a recap. There it is. There was a 5 to 6 inch hole right there, and it's not perfect, guys. I know it's my first time ever doing this, but now you know you could do a repair from the outside of the bumper. You don't have to take the bumper off. It's not perfect, but you know, I'll try to do what I can. I just painted it. I put okay, you guys saw the video. I put a 5 to 6 inch mesh right on there. I melted it on with the staple welder gun. What did I do? I also put steel wool on for strength. You know, of course, over time, the elements are going to really hit it hard. So, you know, then I sanded it all down nicely, and I noticed there was a little bit of high spots and little like indentations. So I put some glaze and putty on there, you know, the professional kind. And, you know, I sanded that down really nicely, spray painted it. And, you know, it is cold out here in New Jersey, so I had to have a heater on out here, you know, like facing the car, just so, because if you spray paint in cold weather, it's going to turn white. The paint's going to turn white. You know, usually it does anyway. And, you know, right now it's like drying. I just spray painted it. Right now it's drying, so you may see a couple little blemishes. I'm going to wet sand after it's all done. Maybe it'll look a little bit better than that. But, you know, it's not perfect, like I said. You see a little bit of, you know, a little bit of whatever that is, flaky, whatever. But I put 2 coats of primer on there, and I also put 3 coats of spray paint. You know, 3 coats. Looks pretty good so far. I think I'm going to stop there, because, you know, like I said, to get a new bumper primed and painted, it probably would have cost me about $700-800 bucks, maybe more. You know. But yeah, guys, so you know it's the same car. You know, here's just so you know it's the same car, you know, because a lot of people are going to say, that's not the same car, it's not the same car. Now stop it. It is. Now you know you could do the job from the outside of the bumper, not the inside. I know a lot of people were taking the bumpers off and doing it that way, and yeah, you could do probably a better job that way, but I'm trying to save people time and money. Pleased with the results. You know, it took a little while to get these results because, like I said, I had to keep sanding it, you know, because there was always a couple little high spots here and there, or little divots were in there. There was little like indentations after I put the putty. It would like dry. I'd sand it nicely. But this is a little time-consuming job, but if you want it done right, you know, I mean, that's pretty good of a job. I mean, considering there was a 5 to 6 inch hole there. I keep saying 5 to 6 because I'm not sure if it was a 5 inch or 6 inch. But it was one of them. I think it was a 5, actually. But yeah, that's it, guys. I hope all you guys have a happy new year this year. It's got to be better than last year. This is Michael with the H&M Reviews channel. Guys, we've been saying for a couple months we're changing the name of our channel. I'll tell you what, if you choose a name and we pick your name, you're going to win a jump starter. You will win one of my portable jump starters that we used in the video. Please, in the comment section, tell me what you'd like to see in the future and what you don't like to see. And like I said, Happy New Year. Shake your neighbor's hand. No more fighting in this world. We don't need it. The wars have got to stop. All right, guys? We love you. This is Michael. Peace out.